Depending on if your Roman numeral game is up to scratch, Final Fantasy XV is here. Or should I say Final Fantasy 15 is here. But with every addition to the franchise comes speculation, intrigue and misinformation. We here at PlayStation Grenade have your back, and here are 10 things you should know about Final Fantasy 15. Although the Final Fantasy games have the same fundamental approach, they do not relate to one another on a narrative level. Therefore, no, you don't need to play Final Fantasy 1 through 14 to understand this game. You can miss them all if you like. Well, maybe go back and play 7 because that was bloody brilliant. But basically, this game is for veterans and newcomers alike, so throw yourself into it. Speaking of the narrative, this game is based around 4 characters: Noctis, Ignis, Gladiolus and Prompto. I hope I'm pronouncing those right. Yes, they do look like a J-pop boy band, but it's a little more graphic than that. 2 warring nations have finally decided to lay down their weapons, and the embodiment of this armistice comes in the shape of your marriage. One side put forward a prince, the other side put forward a princess in the hope that they will one day rule this happy kingdom together. Of course, things don't go to plan, but this is a spoiler-free zone, so let's move on. Many people run away from the Final Fantasy games due to the turn-based fighting. But don't fear, my pretties, because Final Fantasy 15 now uses real-time combat. Wail about to your heart's content or play defensive. You now have everything at your fingertips. As quickly as you can dream it, your character will do it. The trend of truly open world games has been brought into Final Fantasy, meaning you can go anywhere you like and pursue the narrative or locate side missions from the outset. Think of it similarly to Fallout 4. Did you try and find Sean, or did you help out the local inhabitants instead? When you do decide to view the world in your own time, you can use your trusty-ish automobile. If you want to walk, just spread your legs. If not, jump in and take the weight off. You can drive manually or use the auto drive function. Now just take in those gorgeous views. You can't have a Final Fantasy game without a little magic. If you have played previous installments of the Final Fantasy series, magic feels very similar to other iterations. But if you're new to it, let me quickly run through things. There are 3 elemental magic types similar to Pokemon starters or Destiny damage types. In Final Fantasy 15 you have fire, ice and lightning. These can be used individually or as part of a combo. I won't go into any more depth as it would confuse you and it would definitely confuse me, but I'm certain the game will integrate a tutorial seamlessly. There are indeed weapon types to get to grips with in Final Fantasy 15, from small daggers to two-handed swords, from shields to guns and even axes. If you have a preferred battle strategy, the game will accommodate it. The evolution of weapons has been hinted at too, but any more information would make this a spoiler, so let's move on. The best RPGs include a leveling system. That's role-playing game, not rocket-propelled grenade, by the way. As in pretty much all RPGs, the more your character levels, the heavier your attacks and the stronger your defense. So don't skip content or you may regret it later. Ooh, also you'll be playing as 4 characters for large parts of the game, so remember to upgrade all your characters as you are only strong as your weakest link. As suggested earlier, the game is for newbies and franchise veterans, so if you're looking for chocobos, yes, they are here. Hanking for some Phoenix Down, yep, it's here too. Don't worry if that sounds like gibberish, you'll soon be speaking Final Fantasy code in no time at all. Finally, a season pass has been confirmed with 6 expansions, an episode pack for each of the main characters, a booster pack, and 1 more unconfirmed final episode. So that's our list of 10 things you should know about Final Fantasy 15. At this point I was going to ask you what your favourite Final Fantasy game is, but I know it's Final Fantasy 7, so I'll ask you who your favourite character is instead. Mine is Barrett. Ooh, what a man. Anyway, please do me a favour and like and subscribe to put a smile on this fat man's face. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade, and I'll see you next time.